Hello everyone, welcome to BISP solution. So we are discussing about the Oracle Fusion benefit module. So in yesterday's session we create the benefit plan types for the employees, the medical plan type, the life insurance plan type and the saving benefit plan type. Now we are going to create the benefit options for these plan type. Okay, so let's just move to the application and see how we can create these benefit option for the plan types. You have to log in as a HCM implementation user for performing configuration task in the benefit module, and then you have to go to the benefit administration tab for performing the configuration task. After that, click on the plan configuration. All the configuration part under the benefit is we perform under the plan configuration option. Maybe server is slow, so let's just take some theoretical part. About the wave plan and the options. So here this is talking about wave plans and the wave options. So you will typically define a wave plan or option to provide clear choices. So you enroll workers automatically into a basic medical insurance plan unless the worker explicitly opts out of all medical insurance. Okay, and so you can quickly address any medical coverage issue arising later because it's clear that the worker explicitly waived enrollment with knowledge of available alternatives. And you can use delivered reports to review enrollment result for those workers who elect to waive the plan and option, and then correlate demographic data with waive enrollment to help you discern benefit pricing and coverage issue with the current offering. Okay, so if you got something out there and a lot of people are waiving, like we don't like to enroll in, we don't want to enroll in any benefit plan, so obviously that can give you some leverage, or even just understand that maybe this is just something that we don't offer anymore, right? It just seemed like we have got a whole lot of people interested in it. Okay, so this is what it talks about. Then we have the wave plan and wave option setup and uses. So wave plan and wave options, you could create a wave plan at the plan type level and in the plan configuration work area. So we could select wave as a plan function from the plan basic detail, and we have not seen plans yet, right? But I'm just going to go and also show you in the application. And so you could select and add your wave plan to the correct plan type from the plans and the plan type section within the program, right? So when a worker is eligible, elects the wave plan, that worker decline enrollment in all plans associated with that plan type. So let's just back the system and see if it's loaded or not. Let's change. Okay, it's loaded. So let's just here in the plan, let's search for the medical BPO. Okay, let's open it. Okay, let's open the edit mode. Here in the plan function, we can use a wave in the place of the regular, right? Because I am in a edit mode, so it's not visible here, but when we create it, we can select it here. Okay, so let's just go to the task panel, and in the benefit option, under the benefit plans and the programs, let's just set the effective start date first, and then click on the create option. This is the wave option which we are talking about. Okay, so first we have to give the meaningful name here. So let's, because this is the benefit option we are creating for the medical benefit plan type and for the employee only. So let's just give the name accordingly. So I'm just giving the employee only, right? And here we can give the name, short name, and also we can give the short name for this benefit option. And here under the plan type and for the option, we can select and add our plan. Let's search for our plan. Here's the medical plan type, so let's select it here and add to the benefit option. Okay, so let's just save and close and create next, which is for the employee plus one. Employee plus one. Again, we have to associate the plan type with this option type. Here at the bottom of the page, you can see here the allowable dependent or the beneficiary designees, right? So here let's just click on the create option. So some of the benefit plan that the organization offer can include coverage for employees, dependents. For example, the medical and the dental plans might have option for the spouse and the family, right? So other benefit plans such as the life insurance and the retirement plans require a beneficiary who is entitled to receive benefit from the plan in the event of the employee's death. So before you can enroll an employee's dependent in a benefit plan or enter a person as a beneficiary for a plan, you must create a record for those dependent and the beneficiaries. Okay, so here you can see the select no designees to configure an option for the participants only. So if you select no designee, so this is belongs to the participant only, or we can see employee only. But here if we select any other group relationship, like we are creating the employee plus one, so we can select the spouse here or the domestic partner. And because here we are creating the medical plan, so we have to define the dependent here, because when we create any life insurance or any retirement, so in that situation we define designation type as a beneficiaries, right? But because we are defining the medical here, so we are going to select the dependents. And here, is there any minimum number that has to be selected in order to have these election? Is there a maximum number, and can have every relationship type listed here that's eligible to be covered, yes or no? So here obviously we are going to select yes here, and here we have to add the relationship type. So here we are going to add the spouse. So that's how this allowable dependent or beneficiary designees work. Let us save these options and create the another one. Okay, so this one for the employee plus family. Let's add the plan type with this benefit option. And here in the family we are also going to add the dependents, but here we are going to select the children. You can select the family here, so let's select the family here, and also you can select the children, right? And then in the designation type we select the dependent, and then click on the add option to add the family members. Let's add the spouse. Let's add other family members. Let's say for example child. Okay, you can add more family members here, right? And let's just save and close these. These are the benefit option for the medical plan type. In the employee plus family, if you want to add separate one for the children and one for the spouse, you can add here. Like if we don't select the, let's open the edit here. If we don't select the family, we just select the children and add the children's here, and then just click on OK. Then you can create another one and add the spouse only. So that's this is the second way to create the employee plus family allowable and dependent beneficiary designees. So we created these options, right? The employee only for the medical benefit option, employee plus one, employee plus family. Now we are going to create the for the life insurance benefit option. Again we have to, I'm just get out of here. Let's just click on the create. Here we have to give the meaningful name. Let's say Fusion. One X stated salary. Let's give the code name. And in the plan type we are going to associate the life insurance. Then just save and close. Let's create another one. Here also we are going to associate the life insurance. Let's create the last one. So these are the benefit option for your medical and the life insurance plan type. So we created our plan type and then associate those plan type with the option type. Okay, so let's just move ahead with the next topic, which is a plan creation method. So the first method is to use what we call the quick create plan option. So when you are using this option, there are many fields that are going to default to common settings, and it allows you to set up your essential pieces. And then later on you will go back and make whatever modification that you want within the full blown process. and then we use this particular option. It's going to set your plan to pending status so that you can again review what was defaulted and make alteration to anything that needs to be different based on your business practices. Right, so let's just move on to the application and see this option, the quick create option for the plans. Let's go to the overview page, and in the plan you have option the quick create plan. Here you have the option create option, but we are talking about this quick create plan, so I'm just going to open it. Let's open any existing plan type first. But existing plan type show us the guided process flow. So okay, let's open let's open the medical PPO. Okay, so here you can see the guided process flow, right? But when we open the quick create plan option, we can just see the basic detail page, and then we can come here and modify our details, right? So let's see what are the details you have to fill in the quick create plan option. So just make sure you are using your correct effective start date first, and then you move to the other details. So obviously we have to fill the name for the plan here, and then there is a uses. So it's identify how we want to use the plan. It is going to be in a program commonly, and when you need a qualifying event to make a changes or not in a program, so it's just a unrestricted, it's open and available for election entries. And here we have the rate level. So rate level is either going to be at your legal entity, which means your legal identification number, and if you have a multiple legal identification number, then you would have to create rates for each legal entity, right? Or if you have a legislative data group, which is typically going to be one per country, because we only create one legislative data group to every country. Okay, and according to this legal entity and legislative data group rate level, this fields change. Here the legal entity is right now selected, so it's give a legal entity for rates. If we select the legislative data group, so it's change accordingly. Okay, and here you have your options. The requirement enrollment for certification, the plan coverage amount, and the plan year periods, year periods, when it starts and the end year here. Then you can associate your eligibility profile here, and then you can add your option which we just created. So if you uncheck this box, then option tab is unavailable here, right? So let's check this box on here, so we can associate our options here. So let's just change the effective start date and then create the plan. So we have to give the meaningful name here. Let's give the Fusion Medical, and we are going to select usage as inner program, and for the rate level we are going to select the legal entity here. And in the plan type we are going to associate our plan type which we created, the Fusion Be Well Medical, because we are creating the medical plan. And here we are going to associate US legal entity, and then here we are going to define the plan year period. So we are creating here the 5-year plan, so let's select accordingly. Okay, and the eligibility we are not not create any eligibility here, so we are going to define when we create eligibility here, so we can associate. And then here under the option, let's add the options here. So here you can see we have 3 options which we associated with this plan type. So let's select first, then add another, let's just save this. So it causes the processing, and then we move into the summary page. Okay, so we received the confirmation message, the quick rate plan process completed. Okay, so this is the summary page. Let's just click on the back option and create another plan. Change the effective start date from here. Let's click on the quick rate plan. So we are creating the flexible spending account plan. And here I'm going to inner program option and the legal entity here, and I'm just going to uncheck this box. And here under the plan type I'm going to select other. And I'm going to define the plan year period. It's also for the 5-year plan. Let's save the information. So this is the summary page for the Fusion flexible spending account plan. Let's click on the back option. So we create 2 plan. First is a Fusion medical and the second is a Fusion flexible spending account. Right now the status is pending, but we change into the active status in our upcoming session also. We have to just click on that, and in the edit mode we can change the status. So let's just back to the slide and see the other processes. So here's we have the third method. The second method is a create program. How from the quick create program we can also create the plan. Here if I am just go to the program tab, and here you can see the quick create program button. Just click on it, and I'm just going to scroll down in a option plan in a program. You can see here the button, the create plan, right? So from here you can also create your plan. So this is the second method. So we are now on third method. So for using plan configuration process is a complete setup, right? So every setting that's available is going to be in this process. This method is the only way to edit existing plans. It's used regardless of what your creation method was, whether you did quick create plan. So quick create program or use the guided process, this is the only method for the editing, right? So here if I'm just go to the just cancel it, and here on the plan tab I'm just going to search our plan and open the plan here, and I'm going to open the edit mode. So here you can see the guided process. We have 8 steps to complete the plan's detail here, right? And if you want to change the status, just change into the active, and then just click on the save and close. So that's how guided process work. Let's just create one program also and enter some basic details and associate the medical and the life insurance and the plan type we just created. First we have to change the effective start date. And then click on the quick create program option. Here you can see you have to fill the program name, the rate level, the currency, the communicated rate frequency. Under that you can select your rate amount communicated to the participant, right? And you can define rate frequency, which rate amount for plan in this program are configured, and you can define your program year periods, the eligibility, and what are the plans in a program, what are the enrollment. You can fill these details. Let's create the program, and in the basic detail step let's give the meaningful name for this program. And in the program type we are going to select the core program because we are creating the core program. And in the description field let's fill some description for this. And let's select the status as active and define the communicated rate frequency. So it select the time period basis for the rate amount communicated to the participants, and here we can define the rate frequency also. So in the defined rate frequency we are going to select the monthly. So this is according to the period basis in which rate amounts for the plans in this program are configured, and in the rate level we select the legal entity. Let's move on to the default program currency. So here we are going to US dollar, and it's a global program, not a unrestricted enrollment. So if you want to give any short name, any short code, so you can give here. So in the availability section you can see the year periods. So let's just click on the select and add option and move all the available year periods and click OK. So we add the year period here for this program. Let's add the plans and the plan types. Right now select and add plan is disabled. You can see here when we add the plan type here, this option got enabled. Let's fill this information, select the plan type. So here we are going to select the medical plan type. Status is obviously active. Let's save this. Let's associate the plan here. Skip the sequence, add the fusion medical. The plan type is automatically populated here. Select the status. Okay, then click save. Let's again define one more plan type here and define the plan type is a, let's add the life insurance. Status active. Then click save. Let's add associate the plan type here. Okay, we have to open the plan type. And let's just save and close this. So this is the program we just created. Here you can see the validation option, the hierarchy option, and the summary option. So we see the summary options here for this program. So this is all about today's session. So how we can define the options, how we can create the plans, what are the methods for creating plans, and how we can create the programs.